righty. Welcome back. I think we're good. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Excited for the weekend, baby. Morning, guys. Welcome back. No shots yet, J-Rocks. Maybe this weekend. Yeah, Tesla was very nice off that 196 yesterday, man. That was beauty. Definitely interested in Tesla. Definitely interested in a little bit of Tesla action today. See how she sets up. There's a few levels to watch on Tesla. One that I'd really like it to come back to, which I don't know if we'll get, but yeah, we'll go over it. 4-day weekend, I know. Well, 3, not 4. But I guess I'm flying out today. Flying out to the Jersey, dirty Jersey, and gonna be going to the Stadium Series game, Rangers Islanders at MetLife. It's gonna be a good time. If any of you guys are going there, hit me up. That'll be a good time. Mile High Club. Nice job, Breadman. I think one of my ultimate goals is to own a house in New Jersey, by the water. Like, if you know Jersey, you know Deal. Like, not Deal particular, but the house is in Deal, right on the water. Man, what a crazy area that is. I don't know if Carmine's in Jersey. He might be in his new place in Florida. I'm not sure where he's at. All right. Yeah, is it going to snow this weekend? I got my nose is running, man. I don't know what the hell. I don't know why. It says it might snow tomorrow. All right. You're in Asbury? Yeah, I know where that is. Let's go Rangers, baby. Let's go Rangers. All right. Let's get started. Let's get out of here early today. Little early release. Too much blow. Yeah. No. Nah, I don't mess with that stuff, man. All right. So, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. Hopefully you had a good day yesterday. Very good day for me yesterday, as you guys probably saw. Just really nice trade, really nice swing trade, set up beautifully. Still looking really good. Actually, I'm still holding some Netflix. I'm still looking for further upside, to be quite honest. So let's see. Let's see if there's more there. Also in Meta. So some interesting setups there to watch. Tesla, you guys saw, broke over that key level. This is something to watch today. Obviously, SMCI still going. And then we have PPI, Producer Price Index, at 8:30. So a lot of stuff to be watching today. It is Friday, okay? It's a good day to not mess your week up, okay? This is always my goal on a Friday. Scale down, keep it light, right? No reason to screw things up today. You got yourself a beautiful 3-day weekend ahead of you. Nothing is more important than the mindset when you come into trading. Nothing is more important than your confidence, your mindset every day you step into this market. So everything you can do to avoid and to protect that mentality is what I think is most important at the end of the day. So if you screw everything up today, if you lose half your account today, you are not going to be motivated to come here on Monday, right? It's just not going to happen. If you do have a nice clean day today, you got yourself a 3-day weekend, getting a little bit feisty on the weekend, have yourself a good time. You come back Monday, refreshed, ready to go, right? It's like a whole different situation depending on that mindset. So always remember that. All right, let's get started. Press that like button. Sorry, on Tuesday. That's right. You come back Tuesday. Let's go to the economic calendar to start. By the way, guys, I have a little surprise for you. Maybe like around 8:30. So make sure to stay tuned. Got a little surprise. Feeling generous today. So stick around till 8:30 before you head out if you do. So today, let's go to the economic calendar. You guys can see right here, Friday, February 16th. Bam, 8:30. Whoops, what did I do? PPI, building permits, housing starts. Then you got Barr speaking at 9:10. Consumer sentiment at 10 o'clock. So 30 minutes after open, consumer sentiment, and that's about it, guys. So you got yourself PPI in the morning here in about 24 minutes. And then at 10 o'clock, you got yourself the consumer sentiment and inflation expectation. So this 10 o'clock could actually be sort of important. Be aware of this, okay? Be on the watch for this. 30 minutes after open, let's be careful, okay? 30 minutes after open, let's be careful. Free blow. You guys are bad, man. So right there, 10 o'clock, be careful of that. All right, let's move on. Do we have any earnings today to be aware of? I know we had earnings yesterday. Coinbase, Roku down. Coinbase obviously straight up. What else did we have? DraftKings, I think, was down. What did Toast do? I actually am very interested in what Toast did. Because Toast, I think Toast is an undervalued stock. I don't know how much they actually make. So, I don't know what their valuation would be. I don't know their revenues and their profits, but I don't know, man. This is sort of that social type stock, right? When we go out to see, all these restaurants, all those handheld things, and especially my father is a restaurant owner. He's been working in restaurants and owning, he's started in corporate restaurant America. And then opened his own restaurant, and he uses Toast for everything, and he loves it. And I see Toast everywhere on the POS system. So, I don't know. Is this something that do they deserve more than what this is? Do they deserve better in terms of stock price? I don't know. I don't know if I got to read more into it. Got to learn more about the financials of Toast. But I will tell you, Toast is front and center in everyone's face. It's definitely a very popular restaurant POS. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's Toast. Interesting there. DoorDash. What did Open Door do? Yeah, nothing really. All right, let's move on. Let's start with the futures. And let's get this thing started. I seem like a son of a restaurant owner. You have no idea, man. You have no idea. You think that was all... If you think that was gory, it's the absolute opposite. My dad had me dishwashing on my 18th birthday. I'll never forget it. 18th birthday, I'm in the back of the restaurant doing dishes. I'll never forget that day. I was so pissed off. Yeah, it's not... But it taught me a lot. It taught me that I never want to open up a restaurant. That's what it taught me. Don't ever open up a goddamn restaurant, man. That's what it taught me. Man, is that some hard work. All right, let's get it started. Let's do a little bit of futures action, then we'll get that PPI, and then we'll move on to the stocks. Let me get this set up for us. All right. So, today, what do we have today, right? What do we have this morning that we need to be aware of? We have a morning gap up. Okay, a morning gap up that we have to, in my opinion, wait for a pullback. I do not want to be long the market if we are on a gap up. The last time we gapped up, we aggressively pulled back, right? We want pullbacks if we have morning pre-market gap ups. That's just how I like to see it, what I like to see to be confident on entering the market long. So today, right, there's some very clear levels to where we want to see pullbacks to, where we can sort of formulate that long entry. It's very clear here today. It's going to require patience, right? That's the only difference here. Who's going to be patient to wait for the long entry, and who's going to chase the shit out of it at open and lose their money, right? There's two sides to that story. You have to decide which one you want to be on. So we have, right, this high and this high. So that's number one. That supply high, that's around 18,060. Okay, so we want to be careful of being long up into that 18,060. That's very clear. That's going to be a level that likely has a little bit of drama at it, right? A little bit of drama around this 18,060, which was a previous double top high, and you could possibly see that reject again today. So before you get into that level, right, we want to pull back to potentially long, and here are the levels that I'm watching today. So if I zoom in here, I'm going to be watching, number one, this level right here. This is that Tuesday high. That's that Tuesday high, and it's the yesterday high, right around the 17,960, right? This is what I would be watching first. 17,960 right here, 17,960 right here. I want to see that, right, and see if this can maintain, and if it can, then we have that trade back towards that 8,060. That would be number one. Okay, that would be great. I would love to see that, right? Give back this pre-market gap up that's pretty much straight up. Can't really trust that. Give that back. Start to form demand and long it off this 17,960. That's number one. Number two is right here. This low, yesterday's highs, that exact level that we pulled back and held yesterday, right? And that 17,920. Come back down, back to that 17,920. Start to see that level hold, right? And then long this thing back to the upside. Okay, that's number two. And guys, right, I want you to make sure you use previous day action as things to, as a way to get an idea of what to look for, right? It's all you have to do is go back one day, guys, right? All you have to do is go back one day, and you can see how a bottom forms there, right? So big drop yesterday, similar to what I want to see here, right? This morning drop into a demand, consolidation, right? And then a build out of it. That's pretty much the exact same thing I want to see at these levels. And you can just go back to a previous day to look exactly what to look for, right? It's not always going to be the exact same type of formation and push to the upside, but it can give you a good general idea of how to sort of set it up. So here, this is one, right? One. This is two, and number three is right here, 17,880. Right here, 17,880, the level that held yesterday, afternoon, right, on a little bit of we had a hold, drop, recover, hold, right? You can see that's pretty much an inverse head and shoulder yesterday on the intraday chart. Pretty much yesterday was an inverse, right, head and shoulder formation. That was pretty much yesterday's entire action. So I'm going to be watching this exact same level, and this exact same level, and I would love to see the longs off these levels. That is perfect. 1, 2, 3. If they're not there, I'm not trading it, okay? And this is what you need to get in your head, right? If you are not here and you're not trying to hold here, you're not trading. If you do move back lower, this is your next shot. And this is your next shot, right? You're only taking 3 shots here. You're not taking longs here. You're not taking longs up here, over there, maybe back over here on the left. Somehow the chart went this way, right? No, we're taking longs here, here, or here. And we're waiting for reactions off this level, or off this level. And that's it, all right? We have to be particular in where we take our entry points. We have to stick to these types of levels. Those are the 3 levels to watch. Okay, To the upside, you're watching that 18,060. That's your supply above. So this would just be too clean today. One of these, I mean, this would just be way too clean right here. That would be perfection break and retest along. So we'll see. All right, that's that. QQQ, pretty much the same thing. Let's go ahead and zoom in. QQQ, we got ourselves 3 levels. Okay, and they're pretty much the same 3. Let's zoom in. We got ourselves 436. This previous high here, we're looking for that. That's number 1. We're looking for right here. That's these previous highs right here. That's 435. Okay, 436, 435. And the last one was we're looking at that yesterday hold level around that 433. Okay, so we got 1, we got 2, we got 3. We're looking for pullbacks to these levels for potential long entries. And the reason I want a pullback, again, the reason I want a pullback is because you have a pre-market gap up. I do not like longing after a pre-market gap up. It's just a little bit uneasy. I don't trust it. I like to see the market, sort of pull back and fill that gap and come back to those previous highs. So 436, 435, 433.50, maybe, right? You've seen this before. Think about this for a second. Maybe PPI drops the market, fills the gap, horny bear syndrome. People get sort of stuck in some shorts early morning, reverses right back to the upside. I can't say that might not happen today, right? That is something you guys have seen on this market very, very, very often, right? So if PPI drops us today and you pull back right into some of these demands that we're watching, and then you start to see that demand hold intraday today, and you start to see that willingness to maintain, right? That's going to squeeze this market back higher. So that's something we're going to look out for here in about, 15 minutes. Let's make sure we pay attention to where that PPI, if it does drop us, right? Does it drop us right into here? Does PPI drop us right into here? Do we start to see this hold at market open, right? And then does this thing squeeze right back up? Okay? That's a very possible outcome here if we get downside on PPI. All right? Now let's continue to the ES. Very clean ES. Very, very clean ES. And we talked about the every 10 points on ES yesterday, and it is still really maintaining pretty much every 10 points here. So if I go to the 30-minute chart, you guys are going to see right here, this little hold that happened yesterday is just way too clean, right? Right here, you see this 5,040 level? Look how clean that hold is. Look how clean that hold came in yesterday, right? Right here, 5,040, 5,040, 5,040, 5,040, and then end of day yesterday, just a perfect hold above that level. So that's very strong, right? That's a very strong 5,040 hold. Even this hold right here at our 5,020 all day yesterday, the ES just would not drop under that 5,020, right? We had that level yesterday morning, and that thing held strong as hell. It couldn't get over the 5,030 intraday, right? Intraday, we couldn't get over that 30, but we squeezed above it, and we went right to the 40. So if I drop this down to the 15, give you a little bit more scale here, it's pretty clean how this ES is moving. So every 10 levels, right? 5,020, 5,030, 5,040, 5,050. So it's every 10 levels here on the ES. 10 points, I'm sorry. So today, I would look to see if you can pull back to the 40. I would see if you can pull back to the 30. I would see if you can pull back to the 20, right? Just sort of looking for those pullbacks. Number 1 is obviously going to be the 50, right? You can see right here, 50. You have a little bit of a hold at 50 right now, but that is sort of part of that pre-market gap up. So I think I'd rather see this. I think this would be the most confident entry for me today, would be down back towards 40, because I can see a very strong maintain at this level. I see all this maintain here. I know this is a previous level from a few weeks back. And so if we do pull back to the 40, I think that would be my most confident entry down there. If you do break 40, you're going to go very quickly to 30. So this is something to pay attention to. Under 40, you will move very quickly to 30, right? It'll be a pretty ugly 10 points to the downside. The reason for that is because of how you moved higher through that area. Yesterday, you went straight up from 30 to 40 in 2 candles, right? Pretty much straight up. So you will move straight down if you break 40 today, okay? But that doesn't mean, right, just because you move aggressively from 40 to 30 does not mean it is a short, okay? You got to make sure you know that. All right, just because you drop really quickly from 40 to 30 does not mean it is a short. You are not going to short into that right there, right? So these are all pullback levels. And until the market proves otherwise, you have to be very careful shorting into these levels because they hold, man. Yesterday should prove that, by itself. All day yesterday, you just would not break that 50-20 level. It just stayed and stayed and stayed and stayed. So we're looking for 50, we're looking for 40, we're looking for 30, and we're staying patient. We're waiting to see what happens at these levels. That's it. SPY's right at the highs. SPY's right at the highs. So you definitely need a pullback here, right? 503.50, you're right at the supply highs. Where do I want the SPY to pull back to? 501.50. 501.50 would be really where I want us to pull back. 501.50. 501.50 is this previous high here. We have that previous support from yesterday after our pre-market. 501.50, great spot to look for longs today. If you get under that, you're coming right back down to that 500 area. Okay? 501.50, that's number one. Number two is 500. Those are my two levels to be watching for pullbacks on the SPY. And then obviously the highs here, 503.50. If we don't get any pullbacks today, then you're looking for the break and hold above the highs. But that would be sort of hard to trust. I would want this to really feel confident that we're going to move higher with strength. Okay? So keep an eye on this. 501.50 there, 500. Those are my two pullback levels on SPY. All right? 1 and 2. Let's go to IWM. Let's take a look over there. Press that like button. IWM. $205.60. That looks to be that high. It's a little sloppy here, isn't it? I don't know. 205.60. That's the high to watch there, of course. I would want to see something very clean off 200. It didn't quite give me anything clean. I would want to see it. I would want to be like something clean off this 200. Some consolidation above here. Make it very nice above 200. It's just sort of down, up, right? Nothing really that clean there. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's see. What are we trading up into here on the Russell? So nothing really that clean at 200. We got like this it's like 208, right? 208, 210. You call it 210, I think. That's probably a big area to be careful of on the Russell here, guys. All right, look at all this on the Russell. Lows, 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 highs. So, yeah, I'd say like just be a little bit cautious on the Russell as you move into 210. That would be my thing to watch. As you move into 210, you got yourself some previous major lows. Okay, yeah, we'll go to Russell Futures. Let's take a look at the RTY. I'll give you guys an in-depth RTY here today just because we're waiting for data, so why not? Okay. So you are holding above this 2060 level. Yeah, that's an important 2060 level, actually. Let's get more time here. Yeah, 2060 looks to be important. Okay, if we go over here to the left, see this? You got like 2060, 2060, 2060. So that looks to be an important level right there. 2060. And if we go over here, look at this. 2060 and then look at 2060. So, yeah, I'd say 2060. That looks to be important. You'd probably want to see that hold for like it's to be very bullish. If you can hold 2060, you'll probably push into the 2090, 2100. So I'd say 2060 on the RTY if you guys are watching the RTY. I think that's going to be your must sort of hold for extreme strength here today. Hold over this Monday, Tuesday high, right? See if that can maintain right there. All right. Dow Jones, right at the highs. Right at the highs. Wow. You're right at the supply highs on the Dow heading into today. You're going to need a break and hold over that before you can long here now, guys. All right, you do not want to just long right at these highs. So you're going to need something very clear above 38,900. You're going to need something very clear over that 38.9 before you can just start long in the Dow up here. So look for that. But a very nice demand hold coming off that 38,260. But yeah, pretty much a channel. All right. I'm just trying to kill some time here. But I guess I can tell you now, if you guys want, I'm just feeling a little bit generous today. So we still got a few T-shirts left. I think we got like 20, 25 T-shirts left. If you guys are interested, I'm going to type it in the chat. If you guys are interested in not buying Options Insider T-shirts, I want to sort of get rid of the last few. So if you want to 50% off the merch, if you want to get a Trust the Levels, you can use the code livestream. It's down in the description. It says merch. Feel free. Code livestream. We got like, I think 20, 25 left. Gonna get rid of them because we got new ones coming. 2XLs are not here yet. 2XLs are not here yet. We only got medium, large, and medium, large, and extra large. 2XL, 3XL coming next time, and we got sweatshirts coming. We got hoodies coming. We got some cool stuff coming. Shout out Marvin. Shout out Marvin. Holding out for a Larry T-shirt. Larry. All right. Still trying to kill some time, but let's go over to Tesla. If you guys could, press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go to Tesla real quick. So, what did Tesla do? Tesla broke the 196, right? And we moved into the gap. So, we had this very aggressive gap, right? We had this straight down movement. We went straight back up. This is what I'm telling you guys about, right? Straight down means straight up. Straight up means straight down, right? That's how it works. So, Tesla, after getting over that 196, you guys saw that very nice push yesterday. What's the code? Look at the chat, guys. Look at the chat. Look at the thing in the thing. Look at the thing in the chat in the top. So, what did we see yesterday, right? We had this very clean little break and retest of this 196 area. Pretty much it was the previous high a day. It was right there, right? Boom. Just a beautiful entry yesterday on Tesla. You had a previous high a day right at that supply. You got above it. You held above it, right? And then you started to squeeze. And this was just beautiful break and retest intraday. So congratulations to you guys that caught this. This was a perfect entry point on a break and retest on the intraday. There's Marvin shipping 2X and 3X shirts today. Rough week for me. I'll keep that code. If you come back Monday, no, if you come back Tuesday, for some of you guys that are waiting for some 2Xs, 3Xs, I'll honor that on Tuesday. If you come here in the live stream, it's only gonna be here in the live stream. So I'm not letting this code's not, it's gonna be done after this live stream's over. This is for you guys only, for the live stream people that come here. So this code is not gonna be anywhere else but live stream. So if you come back Tuesday, I'll reactivate that code, the code that I sent you. If you're waiting for that 2X, 3X, all right? If I get the shirts, of course. But I'll just expect, if I don't get them, you can order it and I'll send them out once I get it. So Tesla, right? You had that 196. You can just see how beautiful that was, right? So now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. You sort of got to accept that you missed it in a way, right? You sort of got to accept that you missed it. That's at least sort of my mindset, right? This was the move you wanted to be a part of. This was the move you wanted to be a part of. So in a way, it's like, hey, I sort of missed this, and let me sort of wait this out for a little bit. this would just be the absolutely pure perfection long entry if we can get it. I don't know if we're going to get it, right? I don't know if we're going to get this pullback. But if we do, this would just be absolute beautiful. Oh, we got PPI? All right, coming in. PPI. Here we go. It's not a dump. It's not a dump. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is not a dump. This is the furthest thing from a dump. This is a pullback into demand. Look at how 50-40 is reacting. This is your first watch. Watch number 1, right? We talked about this. Watch number 1, 50-40. Watch number 2 is 50-30. It's not a dump. QQ or NASDAQ futures, 17,920. We got to see how it reacts, right? If it starts to break down all these levels, then yeah, right? Then we have to be cautious. But we have not even came back down to our first level yet. So this is your watch: 5,040, 5,030, 5,020. Let's go to the SPY. Okay, we're right at that 501.50. If we break that, we come back to the 500. So here's level 1. Here's level 2. QQQ. All right, so we came back to our 435. Next level is 433.50. We got to watch those two levels. Let's see how it reacts. Let's see how it reacts as we sort of go on here. SPY. Let's see. Building permits. Core PPI, 0.5 versus 0.1. Okay, so PPI is higher. Year over year, 2% versus 1.6. Prior was 1.8. So PPI higher. Similar to CPI, right? How'd the TNX do on that? Yeah, TNX gap up. That's a little bit bearish. And dollar gapping up, right? So a little bit bearish on the TNX. Be careful on that TNX. If that TNX continues to rally, you could see some weakness today. Could see some weakness today if that TNX continues to move higher, right? So let's watch these pullbacks. It's still early. So if this thing starts to, continue to break down through these levels, if we don't see any willingness to hold, then of course we have to reassess, right? But we got to be a little cautious of what happens at these levels. So let's let it shake out. Let's look at some stocks, and then in about 25 minutes, we'll come back and take a look. All right. Just got the shit. IT Tech, appreciate that, man. Hopefully you enjoy your shirt. Or your shit, sorry. So, Nvidia. Nvidia has been in a pretty sideways sort of range here, right? We've been sort of stuck on Nvidia. We haven't quite gotten that same brute strength over the last few days. What size t-shirt? This is a medium. I'm sort of a medium. I'm a medium type of guy, man. I'm 5'7". I'm not a tall guy, man. I'm a shorter guy. So Nvidia, right? You can see right here, you have this supply above, you have this demand below, and you've just been sort of stuck between. So I would just wait. I really don't like anything here. If I could get a break and hold above the highs or a break and hold below these lows, maybe I'll look for something. You could look for that scalp lower. You could look for that demand hold off the 722. I've done that a few times this week, which it's been okay. But I think overall, you want to get this thing out again, right? You want to get it out of here because Nvidia is the best when it's on a pure breakout, right? Nvidia is its best when it's on that pure breakout, sort of that really strong move. Nvidia has not been as great to trade as it sort of stays sideways. So, I don't think you're missing anything if you just sort of close your eyes on Nvidia for now and you let it just sort of do this dance. Eventually you will get the breakout or breakdown, and that will be when Nvidia really pays off, right? So that's going to be my opinion. Nvidia, wait for that. We went over Tesla, AMD. We still moving lower? All right, we're still moving a little lower. 5,030 next level. AMD, next one. So today, I think we watch it's a little bit tough up here on AMD because I just don't know if I really want to be long into this 181. It just looks really heavy, right? So how does AMD react up here as we sort of trade near this 181? It's just a really heavy level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like very much a rejection point up here that the price action might just get sort of weak in this area. For now, I would say look for pullbacks to this 175, right, and see if it can try to hold. It held yesterday, so we might be able to catch something off that. All right, we can see very clearly this 175 area. Decent hold yesterday, hold there from Wednesday. You also have that 20 SMA sort of moving higher. So could you maybe catch something off 175 today? Yeah, you probably could, but you just have to be sort of understanding that anything near this 180, anywhere up here, as we start to get close to this area, sellers just start to stack up in here, right? You just start to get that downward pressure. So be careful up here. Looks very heavy on AMD up around that 180, 181. You could try this 20 SMA demand hold, this 175 area. You could try it, but I wouldn't expect much. I would not expect much. Let's go to Meta. So Meta looks to be pulling back towards this previous high. This is sort of what I'm watching today. I would like to see if Meta can hold right here for me to hold my swing trade. So we had a nice swing trade yesterday, held some overnight, probably going to give back some profits early morning here. But this 479 area, I would like to see if it can hold right here. Previous highs, right? This is a nice little breakout. Can we get a nice slow consolidation retest here and then start to try again? That's really what I'm looking for. So watching this previous high today, right around this 479, I think that's really the level that you'd like to see hold. This is the 5-minute chart. You can see right there. You can see a little bit of consolidation yesterday. Can we hold this level today on Meta? That's going to be a major watch for me. If we break back below that high, I don't love it, right? I don't love it. It probably causes too much pressure to the downside. Maybe you could try to hold until that 474, but I would really want to see this hold personally right here, this 479. Okay, all right. Let's go to Microsoft because I have just a really easy, quick thing to say. Don't trade it. It's a really shitty channel here. Microsoft is just stuck between 403 and 412. Okay, don't trade this. Wait for this to break out. Give yourself some alerts. Alert above here, alert below here, and just wait. Don't trade Microsoft. Too much chop there. Very similar to Amazon, to be quite honest, guys. Another one that's just been sort of doing nothing. So be careful trading these stocks, guys. You don't need to trade these stocks. You do not need to trade this type of action. So 171, 167, it's just sort of stuck. I would stay away from it, especially on a Friday. Google, another one that's just sort of these stocks. You know what's funny, man? Just sort of realizing it the last few days. Like Amazon, Google, Microsoft have just been pretty much erased from everyone's mind. It seems in this last few weeks, right? It's been Nvidia, SMCI, ARM, Tesla, just like all the semis, all the Bitcoin stocks, and like just Google, Amazon, Apple, they just aren't moving. It's just shit. Like Amazon looks terrible to trade. Google just sort of looks terrible to trade. I mean, if you like to trade channels, don't get me wrong, you can trade the channels. If you like trading channels, then, go for it. I don't say there's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't love trading channels. They're okay. It's just hard to trust how much you'll really get a move. But, yeah. Like, I don't really have interest in trading this channel on Amazon. And that's probably where it stays within. So if you get a little bit of a drop, right back up. A little bit of drop, right back up. So, yeah. Google. I mean, a pretty clear rejection of 145 today, right? This was our 145 level we've been looking at. You can see holds, 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 rejections, rejections. Pretty clear level 145, but here again, right? I'm not going to short Google into the 50 SMA, so I don't like this trade, right? Instantly, I don't like this trade. Yeah, you have that 145 supply, but you have the 50 SMA that held this thing up yesterday. I'm not going to short back into the 50. So what does Google likely do today? I'll bet you Google trades like $1 down, holds that 50, comes right back up, does this, right, and just sort of does nothing today. Like, that's sort of how I look at this. It just sort of looks sort of stuck. You got the 50 below, you got 145 above now. So this area is going to be tough to trade in. If you can get back over 145, maybe something happens there. But as of right now, I just don't really like this. All right, let's go to coin. Coin, the previous highs is really what you want to see set up nicely. Let me see if it's setting up now, but you can see right now, right? You have that very clear previous high at 188. That's clear as day. 188 previous highs here. That's very, very clear. So I want to see something very clear off 188 today. And now you are possibly just seeing it as we speak. See, I haven't seen anything clear off 188 all morning. That's why I didn't really like coin this morning, because 188, while it is here, you can see just sort of this mess, right? Above, below, above, below, above, right? I didn't really see a very clear level there. Maybe down around this 183.50 area, but, right, look at what you're seeing right now. This might clear it up for me as we speak. See this little 188 hold right now as we speak? That's really where I want to see coin try to set something up off of, right there at 188. Why is that? Because that's the 4-hour previous high right here. That is the major previous high on coin, right at 188. So if I can see a solid 188 hold, something very clean off of it, right, then I'll go for it. I'll look for something on coin at 188. If we reject 188, then I'm cautious on longs here, right? If we reject this high, then you are very cautious on longs here. You need to be over 188, in my opinion, on coin. You do not want to long into this 4-hour quadruple top. That's very dangerous. So watch out for that. 188 on coin, big time. SMCI, I don't got much for you, man. Good luck. Vaya con Dios. I got nothing for you. This is just a crazy, like, chop upside yesterday. That is such a strange upside move yesterday. Like, that is, that looks like computer buying to me, right? This is not normal. Look at this buying. Look at that upside. That is such a strange upside move. Just, it's going, right? It's going. So, does it do it again? I have no idea. The longer I stick around this, the more scared I am. Good luck. Congratulations to anyone that nailed this thing. I mean, generational wealth, really, right? If you really nailed it, what a nutso move. So I'm probably gonna end my coverage on this stock, guys, because at any moment this could be something that really affects someone, and I'm not gonna be the one to give you any advice on it. So good luck, best of luck. I'm not going to cover it. I'm not going to trade it. It's obviously missed, right? If you didn't catch it now, whatever, right? Whatever. So, good luck, man. MRVL, yeah, MRVL is just sort of chilling. Really nothing much going on here. Just sort of consolidating still. I don't mind it. ARM, I think something to watch, guys. This is one that I think you should still be watching. Okay, this is one that, could still be something to have another move, I think, if you can hold over 135. 135 seems to be the level that needs to break. But for now, ARM has really been holding some of these downward levels, so I am sort of interested to see if this can wake up again. I'm watching this 124 and this 117. Both these levels have held pretty nice. How much is my course? I do not have a course, man, so... Someone's telling you I have a course, they're scamming you. 124. Right here, right? You can see right here. 124, 117. You have these previous lows. I would look to see if that holds again. If you can get over 135, then I would look for that upside continuation. But that's if we get over. Who is this Bulzarian guy? What is this guy? Who, did we already block him once? We're going to block him again? Let's get him out. So 135, right? That's the level I want. That's the level I want. Right above there. If we can get above that 135, I think you could see some squeeze action set up again. 135, 135. All right? Keep an eye on that. What else do I like today? I'm not going to look at Roku. Watch the 200 SMA if you want out off earnings. Apple, really nothing that interesting there. I mean, you're at the 185 demand again. Nothing's changed, right? Nothing has changed on Apple. Snow wasn't able to break above. Was not able to break above. Right? Snow tried to get above that 238. It did not do it. I would watch it again. I'd wait to see if it happens again. But as of right now, it's not getting over that, so nothing there. 130 or 238, I'd watch that. If you can pull back here, that's a nice long entry, 220, right? Netflix. Netflix is Netflix, my friends. Let's do a little sign-in. Let me sign into my account real quick and see what we're at. Hold on. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Go buy a t-shirt. Live stream. Code live stream. The hell? There we go. Yeah, Netflix is going. She's gone. She's gone. If I would have held my whole position, man. Now this is the right. This is the never-ending cycle of trading, guys. Now in my mind, it's all of what if I would have held my whole position, right? It's never ending. Never ending. No matter how much money you make, it's never ending. So don't try to fight it. Okay, it's an impossible battle with your mind, right? Because now I look at this and I say, wow, I probably would be up about $100,000 if I held. So it's just impossible to stay pleased with what you did in trading. It's near impossible. All right. So here we go. This is what I have today. So here's my open positions. I'm up 5,000 to start the day. Unrealized. Here's my unrealized. Hopefully my account number is not on here. Let me make sure I don't have my account number on here. Nope. Okay. We got if I can move this over. We got the Netflix next week 600s. Those are up 1,700 right now. I have those at 488. They're at 918. I have this week's. This is the big trade right here. This is oh my God, these are at 22. Ouch. I had 60 of these at 20 I had 60 of those contracts. So 60 times 2,200. Yeah, that position would be worth about $132,000 right now. So you can't win, right? It's impossible. It's impossible to win. So what I did was I held some of them. You can see that I held some, and I added some next week's, which is good, right? I'm still sort of profiting on this move, but obviously not as much as I would have. MRVL up a little bit on that, $51, not much. Metas, and then ARM down on that. So that's what I hold right now, guys. So looking pretty good. Meta, we'll see if that thing can sort of hold up today. Yeah. So that's that. Let me go ahead and minimize that. But yeah, Netflix, guys, I'm going to say 600. I really don't know, there's really no levels above. I mean, there's a few, but this is in full breakout mode. So I would say you're probably coming up to 620. That's my guess. My guess is 620. It's this little head and shoulder high from over here, right? High here, high here. That's 620. That's, I think, where you're coming. 617, 620. I think that's possibly it. Did Meta come back to that level? Yeah, you're back to that level. You got to see if that holds. All right, let's get a quick review of the ESNQ, and we're getting the hell out of here. All right, you're at 50.30. So this is good. This is the pullback you want. This is the pullback you want. Okay, 50.30. That's your first level to watch today. Under that, you're watching 50.20. 50.30, 50.20. How do we react? Right? Can we get back over the 40? Can we get back over the 50? Okay. Pigs get slaughtered? No such thing as pigs. Well, yeah, there is. I thought you were talking. It's okay to hold if you scale out, right? Pigs, if you scale out, I like to sometimes be a little piggy, right? But I get it, right? A pig that doesn't take profits, yeah, I get you. You're probably right. Pigs get slaughtered. I agree. But I think sometimes it's okay to be just a little bit piggy if you scale out and you try to let things sort of work out. So at times I'll get a little bit greedy on that. But yeah, I mean, typically, yes. And so here's the other thing I wanted to go over real quick, right? Netflix, right, yesterday morning, right, I would have had to hold through all of this sort of volatility for me to just, be where it is now, right? And so at this time right here, these contracts went almost to red. They went almost back to break even here. So, right, that's the type of stuff where I look back and I say, hey, there's probably no way that I was ever going to hold through all of that, right? So I don't get too upset because I'd be realistic and say, would I have held through all of this to get to this point with next day expiring options? Probably not, right? Because this drop pretty much crushed the contracts. By that time, I was down to 5 contracts. I was out of like 60 all in this morning drive. I was down to 5, right? And I was willing to hold through this because I had less size. Would I have held all 60 through this? Right? That would have been a tough one. So you got to remember, right? How did you get here? You would have had to hold through this sort of disaster. So I look at that and I say, okay, maybe I did the right thing. NASDAQ, 17,920, right in this general area. It's like 920. You can even probably bring it down to 915 area, 915, 920, right? Right there. And then that 880, okay? 880, 915, 920, and it looks like you're holding right now. ES, right there, guys. Look, 50-30. Okay? Watch your levels. Trust your levels. That's all I'll say. All right, guys, press that like button. I am going to remove the promo code about 9 o'clock. So if you still want to get some T-shirts, live stream, it's code live stream, 50% off some shirts. It will be Trust the Levels. You can check it out. Thank you guys again for everything. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Remember, market is closed Monday. So no live stream Monday. Go enjoy yourself. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Let's go Rangers. Let's fucking go Rangers, baby. Thank you guys again. Press that like button. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Are they sold out? Are they? Oh, shit. They're sold out. We only have 4 left. Damn, guys. Well, appreciate that. Looks like I got a lot of work to do this weekend. I'm not even going to be here, but damn. Holy shit. All right. The funny thing is, I don't make any money off this. I literally buy the shirts, like Marvin knows. Marvin's probably like, damn, this guy just gave away these shirts for pretty much cost. Guys, trust me, I don't make money on these shirts. I just want you guys to be wearing them. I want to see people with them on. So hope you guys enjoy the shirts. And I will see you guys Tuesday. Peace.